We gotta talk about the whole collective. The whole collective, girl. Let me not do them like that. We gotta talk about Belle Collective. It's giving the whole collective. But let's get into this. All right. Letitia. Letitia got a new book. Side chicks are winning, or whatever it's called.
Girl,
And
Glenn done
that
rotted
bothers
that lady
me.
brain. Glenn done rotted that
Yeah.
lady brain. Like that's really what it is. She trying to reach to be a winner, and it's so sad. Ugh.
I can't take it. This the only thing I'm gonna give Tisha, y'all. I think it's good that she's figuring out ways to maximize this platform and she's actually showing us what the enterprise does. But as far as side chick, this book, I don't know how you're gonna go on and encourage and empower other people when Yosh is still fucked up. That doesn't make sense. And then I think I was listening to Erica De Niro. She was kind of like breaking down, like I guess the description of the book, and it really was giving her blaming the women.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, that's what it kind of seemed like. Tisha was kind of like slick blaming the women for why the men do what they do, and I'm just like, it's exactly what I figured the book would be about. And no,
Yeah.
All I'm
ma'am.
getting from Tisha is I feel like ever since Glenn Grandma popped up on TV sick, ever since then that relationship has just
Hmm.
been, she can give advice. She can speak on how to overcome situations. It's like, girl, we ain't even seen y'all come full circle from the mess you showed us the previous season.
This is a fact. This is very much so a fact. Um, and that's the only reason why she is talking about it because they seem to be at a decent place as I expected after that situation happened with the grandma. It was definitely giving he about to pull you back in. You're gonna feel
Hmm.
sorry for him. Y'all about to go back through this same old cycle. And now
Yep.
that y'all are kind of on the up or whatever y'all on, you feel confident to move forward with your business and talk all this bullshit and stuff. But girl, yeah. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Megan. She says Burglar is free on YouTube with ads.
Okay.
Didn't
Perfect,
know
because I
that.
ain't want to pay $3.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Megan. Thanks for the super chat. Tambra.
Oh, perfect. Cause I don't have ads.
Me neither. Shout out. I'm with you on that.
Okay, come on,
Tambra,
you story.
what's going on with your voice? I'm tired of you kind of
What's going
like
on?
I like the high pitched timbre voice. I never thought I would say that. But what you giving us on the radio
What's
is
going
not it.
on?
It was she dug deep for that. And I
All
was
the
like,
way in the back of
Tambra,
my throat.
this don't sound like you. How did y'all feel about Tisha coming up there using that lady? You could sit up there and meet up with people behind her back, but now you want to use her?
Doing what she always do, forcing herself on everybody with smiles and fake niceties.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what it is.
exactly how she got into the middle of this cast photo, honestly. And that's a gift.
Mm.
It's a gift to be able to. It's just kind of weird because like she get along with everybody, but I'd never say she was like giving that girl energy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a talent.
I definitely agree.
Honestly, none
Tisha
of them
just
are
be
that
using
girl.
them. Oh,
No, none of them. None of them. But if anybody, yeah, none of them. I could
Mm-mm.
see Latrice almost giving that if she got along with everybody, but she could never be the nucleus of the group.
And she got her clip situation. You can't be the nucleus of the group if you ain't got no fucking confidence because you over there fighting for your equality at your house.
Ugh, sad.
and
Girl, the
very.
women already fought for
Equality.
your girl. Because I want him to respect me and as an equal. It's like, girl, no. First of all, the fact that you want to be an equal is a problem. You should want to
Like
be
it's
treated better.
1952.
Yeah, you should be. Girl,
Mm.
listen, I'm Blanche Devereaux. I don't want to be equal. I want to be treated better than you.
Yikes. Speaking of Latrice, she had this I guess this surprise launch announcement or whatever. How did y'all feel about Gucci saying that she only going to
I
upstage
clocked
her?
it. I clocked it because she a hater ass bitch. And to me, that should let y'all know that she's been jealous of Selena this whole time. Because any woman
Mm.
that's going to see about another woman just so she can one up her, you're a jealous hearted, you know what I'm saying, like envious type person, as far as I'm concerned. So it would make sense to me that the root of your issue with Selena would come from your jealousy. Like I think it is.
What happened on that part? Can you highlight it?
Yeah, so all that happened was Latrice, she has her distribution deal with her Edge control. So she
Yep.
called all the ladies to come together, and she just wanted to make that announcement like, "Hey y'all, I got something big. I'm going to be distributed in a lot of different stores, which I believe is Ulta." In the
Yeah.
confessional was when Gucci said, "Of course I'm going to go to Latrice's event because I got to make sure I upstage her," or something like that, she said.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it's giving real lame. It's giving you call yourself so Gucci. I can't deal.
As we
Yeah, she
said
a
from the beginning.
hater. She a big hater, and it's on brand. I hate it for her.
Yeah, I agree. Cause I was like, Gucci, first of all, y'all are in different age brackets. I need you to understand that first and foremost.
Right?
Y'all are in two different type of career fields. I need you to understand that as well. Um, Also a difference. This lady ain't no mama. You're a mom. Like y'all are just not on the same. Y'all not in the same arena with a lot of things. And what pisses me off so much with Gucci, and it's like she has her nice things about her, but it's the drag of wanting to have an issue with Latrice because Selena beat your ass. Like that's what's killing me softly
She
so
keep talking about
hard.
it.
And
She
y'all
keeps
have
saying it.
had right. And they had like what three conversations already where
Yes.
y'all resolved it, but you keep doing this extra stuff. I hope that Latrice drags you at the
She's a
reunion.
grandma.
Yeah,
Latrice
I
isn't
think
even a mom yet. She's a grandma. Oh,
Right.
hilarious.
she sees Latrice as an easier target to get it into. Like Latrice is somebody she can argue with, and Latrice probably ain't gonna be her ass. So she has to be mad at somebody for the situation that she put herself in. So that's just what she doing.
How did y'all feel about her daughter coming? She's starting to bring her daughter places. It's giving. I need a bodyguard for me. That's just how I took it.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it's not even just about that. She y'all know I feel like she using her daughter.
Mm.
And she don't have
I
no
agree.
like it's not like a genuine care for her. It's just you're using her. And I think you don't have any friends because you're an asshole. And so now you got to use your daughter, and you know that she wants a relationship with you. So you're going to use your daughter as security. And honestly, you need
Mm-hmm.
your ass beat for that.
Mm.
Yeah, when they had that sit down at the ice cream parlor, the episode before last, it was putting the battery in her daughter's bag. Like, you gonna
Mm.
ride for me, right?
Scotty said
Right.
Latrice got hands. Child, like it matter. It don't matter.
Yeah,
She
but
ain't gonna fight
Latrice don't.
nobody.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Latrice seemed like she will fight if she
Hmm.
need to, but I don't think in a situation her and So Gucci, she gonna throw hands first, and So Gucci not gonna throw hands first, so they just gonna be arguing, and So Gucci know that.
hmm And
Mm.
also, what she's picking up on is not that Latrice won't fight, is that Latrice is being abused. And when you being abused, you are afraid of confrontation because so often confrontations blow up in a way that you can't control, or where you're getting, you the one getting slapped or grabbed or manhandled in some respect. So I think that a lot of the times when I've seen her get into conflict, she does a very nervous thing. She'll keep playing with her hair,
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
remember
like
whenever Essie confronted her in the first season or second season, and she was
Hmm.
nervous. Like she gets
yes,
nervous when it comes to that.
yes.
And usually when somebody get nervous, it go two ways. They about to cry or they gonna cry, then they gonna beat your ass. Like,
That used to never
yeah.
Yeah.
be.
And I
I'm a
think
blackout
that
cry. Like,
I think to Scotty's point, Latrice definitely, in my opinion, may have had those hands when she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
But kind of to Bondi's point, now that she's in this relationship with Cliff, it definitely affects how she responds to situations and all of
mhm.
that. So yeah, she's definitely not going to fight. She's going to tense up before she, reacts, in any other manner. So I definitely agree with that. Let's talk about this brunch though. First of all, these people didn't pay. They showed up for the television show. But did y'all think Latrice said anything wrong about the 9 to 5? Because I really didn't.
I didn't.
I just think it was sloppy the way she presented it. You got to
Mm,
know who your audience is, and she was given that she was a little drunk. I just think she could have presented it in a better way because ultimately the people that were there want entrepreneurship. So did she lie? No.
No,
But was it professional when she came across?
not
No.
really. But
It
it's
was
mm-hmm.
low key
also
insulting. It was given like when B Simone said I could never date a guy who
work a 9 to 5.
yeah, it was given and people was mad about that. It's what I
Mm.
thought about.
The only thing about that is that the whole, when you listen to the whole conversation, because they put up an unedited version online, and when you listen to the whole conversation, that's what they were talking about. Like, having that 9 to 5, and how do you do the 9 to 5 and have your entrepreneurship? How do you have your dream or whatever? So I think that she is not polished. And that really is more of a testament to the fact that Letitia is not good at what she says that she's good at. Because if you were, I mean, that's one of the first things you should have been teaching her, was how to speak to an audience. And I feel like you didn't really help her do anything that would make her better at public speaking. She was doing what she already does in her confessionals, getting up there and talking and moving her head around a lot. And that's just Latrice. That's cool. But to act like you were helping her with her public speech, and to have her have to drink to get comfortable, and then just busting out, let's just be honest. Nobody wants the fucking 9 to 5. And I think the response in the room, nobody really felt away, because I think most of those women don't want to work a 9 to 5. That's why they're
That's
there.
what they're there for.
So that's
Absolutely.
so that's the niche group she's talking to. I actually don't think she was as offensive as the other lady was, talking about, do y'all even have $400,000 houses down here? I'm like, bitch, it's 2023. Of course they do.
Yeah, I
It's
was
back
thinking
to
the same
Mississippi.
thing. When
But
Latrice was talking, I was like, but when she said, y'all even got that down here, my mouth dropped. That was completely wild.
that is too funny. The part for me that I felt was the most disrespectful, more than what Latrice said about a 9 to 5, was Letitia calling so Gucci from the audience to come and correct one of her panelists. I feel like that was very disrespectful. I feel like that was very embarrassing, in my personal opinion. If you already know that Gucci is in real estate and you're going to have somebody in residential construction, why not have Gucci on the panel, since she's a Belle, so that people can see how they work together? But also, it lets me know you don't know what the fuck you really doing. And I just don't think that's what you do. And here's the thing: maybe Gucci could have cleared some things up from her seat. You called this woman from her seat to come to the front, and now you have the audacity to address Latrice on how she brought up a 9 to 5 conversation. In my personal opinion, I hate to say this, everybody on the panel was flawed, except for what Marie had to say initially. I agree with what Marie said, but the lady sitting on the end near Latrice talking about some take 30% of your check and just invest it, and just do something, invest in anything, or type, like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, people ain't got money like that. It's getting ate up because everything is going up. Who got 30% to
Yeah,
spare?
she
What the
was
hell is you
horrible.
talking about? Like, it was very weird. She could have, Letitia don't know what she's doing. Like, that's just what it is. Like, girl, if you thought this was going to be a good example for me to want to buy tickets to come to your stuff, absolutely not. It's not going to happen. You don't know how to put a panel together, in my opinion. But it was what it was. I mean, I think the episode was decent for the most part. Was there anything else that you guys had regarding Collective? Anything else happened on the
Tamra,
show?
Tamra possibly being pregnant for Damon.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Girl, what
I I like them together, I will say. And
You
it
think they really
makes
together?
sense. Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Mm.
When she sat up there and said that her parents has been together for like 40 plus years, her grandparents have been together for 40 plus years, I was like, it now makes sense as to why she went back to the person she was with in high school and for 10 years. Because when she has her child, she wants to she may not be married as long as her parents were, but she's been with that person as long. And she wants to be able to carry that narrative too, because she idolized that family, so their relationship so much. She want to be able to say, oh, me and your dad have been together for 30 years, yada 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 yada. That's why I think she went back to what was familiar with her. But I will give Greedy this, because I do appreciate it, because and y'all let me know y'all thoughts. But I like the fact that instead of her having to go out and spend additional money to go and get her a woman cave, he started to renovate and make room for her in his house so that she wouldn't have to go out and do that. And I was like, I can appreciate that. I
I
see the
don't.
potential here. I hope that y'all can make this work. What you
I don't
thinking?
appreciate it. I don't, because I feel
Mhm.
like it's his house and they're not married. So him doing construction on his house is him doing construction on his house. And I feel like you wanted to be
Good
married
point.
and now you didn't had a baby and we haven't heard about y'all getting married. So you bending on everything that you wanted before you gave him the baby. And I just think
Mhm.
that's not a good sign that you have acquiesced on all of your boundaries to be with this man.
Damn.
That's
That's
a
an
great
excellent
point.
point.
That's a great
It
point.
ain't nobody equity but his.
Nobody but his. And that's something else I did think about. But yeah, he doing all of this rearranging, but has yet to propose to her.
Yeah, he could have
And
been
she
them brought a
continuing to
ring.
take that goalpost and move it over here.
And just
Take
think
it
about
and move
how
it over
that's going.
here.
And he's now learned that all I have to do is throw some money on a situation and you're going to forget about whatever you really wanted. So when his baby come,
Mhm.
like, well, they saying that the baby came already. Like, I would just, I mean, I'm sure Tamara has it in her mind already to be prepared
Wow.
to raise the baby on her own if she has to. But something tells
Hmm.
me she's going to try hella high water to stick beside him, and he knows that. So I think he won't really have to give her anything that she's really wanted because she's gonna have to keep acquiescing to him, especially now that she has a kid.
Especially with the baby,
I
yeah.
am hoping though. I did say I was like, dang, I know the reunion's coming up. I'm hoping that he at least proposed by then. I'm hoping, honestly, that she's been engaged this whole time and we just don't know. Because if y'all pay attention, Tamara don't tell them shit.
She
Tamara
don't
really
post
do
shit
not fuck with
either.
the Bells like that for real. So I mean, she probably could have a lot going on with her, and we don't know nothing about it. So I'm hoping that's what it is. If not, girl, it's cringing. But I hope you at least are engaged and headed to marriage now that you got this lifelong connector, which
Yeah.
is
They
the
saying
baby.
he might marry her for real. I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope
I
so.
hope
But
Ain't
why
no
so
you
going
this
too.
back
old?
now.
Why you this old waiting this long? That's all. Like y'all are y'all
That
40s. Like
that does make sense, Jamie, to what you said though, because I feel like honestly, at her age, if she would have just released everything that was holding her back, she probably would have found somebody to actually marry her and have the family that she wanted to have sooner.
Hmm.
But it's given the only reason why she ain't experienced that is because she probably still been holding on to him. So
I could see that, and her wanting to be super successful in her field. Remember when she came on the first season, she wanted to be Oprah and all of this and that. That's why she kept
hmm.
also putting it off. But because they, like you said, they had such like a long history together, I could see every relationship after him. She did a lot of comparing,
yes. Oh,
which
I
could
love
have.
this comment by here for the real tea. Plus greedy over here talking about she can't be tired because all she does is talk and he wants her to fix him breakfast when he leaves for work at 4 a.m. He sounded like the other country bumpkin men.
Oh, I
And
missed
she didn't.
that.
Yeah, I remember that. That
4
was like
a.m.
that was the only scene they had together besides this date, this past episode. The very first one was where she had all her shit thrown around his place purposefully, if you ask me, and talking about how she wanted to get her woman cave and she's going to go and get her own place. And he started complaining about how, you were supposed to be doing this and that, like when, you're not even
Oh
here, you be
no.
working. And she was like, well, I work and I'm tired, you know what I'm saying? And he was just kind of like, all you do is sit. And I was just kind of like, not all you do is sit.
I don't like that.
Cause she complained. It happened like the first or second episode. Cause she complained about it to the other
Mm-hmm.
guy.
To the other, yep.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, nah, he gonna have to get that together, because it's important for, him to know my business and my career. It's important to me, And it's like, okay, Tambra, but she just talking out both sides of her neck. So if Tambra doesn't really want marriage, I wish she would have said that. We
Yeah,
wouldn't
true.
care.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
But
sure.
it just kind of seemed like everything you wanted, you are acquiescing on, and that make more
folded.
sense to me than you not really wanting to be married, being a Mississippi girl. Like,
Right. And the way you idolize the marriages that's come before you. So yeah. But I
yeah,
mean, we're gonna see Tam Tam. We hope it work out for you, girl. Good luck. We hope, at least I hope. I hope the reunion come around and we didn't heard some good news about your child. I think she'll share it with Carlos before she share it with any of these Bells. But anything else on Bell Collective that happened? Nothing that I could think of. Cliff didn't do that girl shop because he in his damn feelings, but he'll be all right. Girl, I would have hired somebody. I wouldn't even have my brother do it. Just hire somebody and
she
let
not
them do
gonna
it
do that.
faster.
She not gonna do that because she wants to be able to slide Cliff back into that role whenever he decides to stop being mean to her. But I do want to understand what forced you out of the house. Because this is,
Yeah.
she said they not, she's like, I went to I'm staying with my brother, because I just need to have peace of mind. It's like you moved into another bedroom and now you didn't move into a whole nother house, but you're gonna keep acting like you want to be with this man. But
And
you know
acting
them
like
streets
she
and
gonna be
shit.
back
I
to
think
teach him a lesson.
Cliff put her out the house.
High key.
I
That
really
makes
think
sense.
Cliff put her ass out the house.
You do?
Mhm.
Why y'all? Because
Yes.
because
just
she's
feel
talking
like-
about him on the show. Honestly,
Yeah.
all of the women are talking about it, and he's gonna hold her accountable because the women are talking about what they've seen him do.
Well, I
Yes.
actually think it came from her not wanting to actually listen to him, and it gives a parent saying, "You don't want to listen, you can get out my house."
Yes.
So that's
Jamie, you hit
what
that on the head.
that's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Mhm. Did he leave her at the table last year after planning her birthday thing and just left her ass there and rode the cart back to the house?
He did.
Yeah, he
That's
left
the
her.
type of he likes to
Punishing.
humiliate her.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I think happened.
Yeah, that
I
makes
do.
sense. That makes sense.
I hate that. I want her to grow up after this season. I hope she learns a lot.
I
To
thought you was gonna
like
say grow up and be, and I was laughing because she is a whole adult right now.
Right.
But it's giving. I want her to grow up and be strong.
You
You
know,
is special. You is
you is
smart.
look
smart.
inside
You is
yourself
important.
and be strong.
Mhm.
And then you'll see the truth. What is it that a hero lies in you? Come on, Mariah. That's what I want her to realize. But that
I
was it on
hope
Belle.
you dance. I'm sorry. I hope you dance.
Who that is? Celine Dion.
Girl, I just remember it from that damn Tyler Perry movie. Okay.
Which
I
one?
Oh,
you
was it the family that
dance.
praised?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. I was about to say that sounds like a song they play when somebody died.
I don't know if
Well,
that's
she
Dolly
did die.
Parton
Yeah.
or if that's Celine Dion. I don't know who it is.
I don't think it was Celine Dion in that song. Okay, because it had that country twang to it.
Maybe it was Dolly Parton then.
Faith, a fighting chance. And if you get a choice to sit it out
That's
or
Dolly.
dance,
Leanne Womack.
Leanne
Who that
Ryan.
is?
Y'all,
Leanne
they all
Womack?
probably sung it.
I
It's
see
been so
Ryan.
many remakes.
Oh, you see Leanne Ryan. Okay, I see Womack.
Okay. It might
Yeah, I
be
see
Leanne.
Leanne Womack.
Okay, I see Leanne Womack now. Yeah. Damn, it might be Leanne Womack or Leanne Ryan, child. I think it might be a country standard at this point if y'all saying Reba.
I think so. I think so.
It's a country standard, like a jazz standard, okay?